My dearest brothers and sisters. This is Hakann speaking. I greet you in peace and love. Having a purpose is essential. It is what drives people. It helps give life meaning. It makes people better able to handle suffering and harsh circumstances. It can help you find your tribe. Your purpose can help you be more authentic. Someone without a strong purpose often just acts as someone in their position is expected to act. Either they act as a polite person who has their life together, or they act as a member of their group is expected to act, or they engage in performative spirituality. Whereas someone with a strong purpose may very well act effectively and be themselves, even if that goes against the image that someone in their group or their position is supposed to portray. For example, a spiritual being with a purpose might not feel pressured to be love and light all the time. They might be love and light some of the time, but may also feel more comfortable with being assertive or putting their foot down or calling out unacceptable behavior when the situation calls for it. Earth humans used to be in a situation where they were basically handed a purpose by society. For example, that purpose might be religious: go to church, be a good person as described by your faith, marry and raise a family. Or it might be nationalistic: work to make your nation stronger. Work to free or protect your people from invaders. Right now, however, Western society doesn't really hand individuals a ready-made purpose. So people will have to find their purpose themselves. That is freeing in one way: people are nudged to find their true purpose, and not just pursue the ready-made purpose that society hands them. Yet in another way, it is scary and hard to find your own purpose, without much outside help. If you don't consciously define your purpose, then you might end up in some destructive group, or in some group that very sharply defines themselves as the good guys and those other people over there as the evil people, who are completely separate and different from themselves. Or you might default to the purpose of seeking pleasure, or the purpose of seeking comfort, or the purpose of making money. Making money is a little bit satisfying on an emotional level because that's like gathering resources so that you can more easily fulfill your actual purpose once you find that. But it's not a fulfilling purpose itself. In other words, it's sort of useful to gather a good set of tools, make a lot of money, but if you never decide what you want to build, then spending your life on gathering an amazing set of tools doesn't actually accomplish a lot. Sure, you can pass your tools, money, down to your children, but you probably didn't come here to make a lot of money and then pass that on to your children. Also, a person who spent all their life making money probably isn't satisfied on their deathbed, even if they can give their children a lot of money. So it's better to look inside and find your actual purpose. Some people who are currently harming others, perhaps wouldn't do so if they had a purpose. Although this doesn't necessarily mean that you need to spend all your time doing spiritual things. It's fine to spend some time on spiritual pursuits and some time just having a normal life. Ignoring your needs can actually hinder your spiritual progress. Maybe you already know your purpose, or you feel able right now to consciously define your purpose, at least for the current moment. You can always change it later. In that case, great. If you don't, it is very likely that you will find a purpose if you keep doing your spiritual work. So if you have no idea at the moment what to do with your life or why you're here on Earth or how to improve the situation on Earth, then it's fine to just take care of yourself and do your spiritual work. In time, your connection to your heart and your soul will become clear, and then most likely you will find a purpose worth living for. In the previous path messages, Tunia and I have given several suggestions for spiritual practices you can engage in, such as just observing whatever arises. Of course, there are also plenty of earth practices that are beneficial, such as meditation or yoga. That said, if right now your life is difficult and all you can do is just hang on, then I empathize. Please take good care of yourself. The situation on Earth is indeed very tough right now, so if just surviving is all you can do, then that's enough for now. Life on Earth is very likely going to get easier somewhere over the next few years. It also may be the case that you've already been doing a lot of spiritual or healing work. I empathize, it's indeed a long road. That said, your ego might tell you that the spiritual or healing work is endless and unrewarding, and that's just not true. Yes, it is a long road, but even just traveling it a bit will subtly improve your life. If you think back to the person you were 5 or 10 years ago, don't you feel that you have grown a lot since you were that person? Spiritual practice isn't a binary where you go from having zero benefit from it, to being enlightened and all your problems are gone. In reality, if you have been doing spirituality for some time, Likely you already have some benefits from it. Sure, maybe not as much as you would like, I understand that. It's a long process. However, if you keep doing your spiritual work, most likely you will get more benefits from it. Also, due to the current high energies, spiritual practice is currently more beneficial and will more quickly bear fruit than it has in a very long time there on Earth. Many people think in terms of, this practice still hasn't given me complete emotional pain, therefore I've failed, I'm not good enough, spiritual practice doesn't help. Instead, it might be helpful to think in terms of this practice has already improved my life a bit and is going to improve my life some more if I keep doing it. So in summary, having a purpose is important. If you can define it consciously right now, that's great. If you can't, then most likely you will find a purpose if you do your spiritual practice. Or another way of looking at it, feel free to define your purpose for now as growing spiritually or being in a process of letting go of pain and illusions and whatever no longer serves you. Likely that will lead to another purpose down the road. If you wish, you are invited to share your purpose in the comment section. You can also share the path that you have walked or that you're on to find your purpose. Or you can just share what your purpose is right now, even if that doesn't feel like your true life purpose yet. Accomplishing a couple of smaller purposes can be a good way to travel towards your true purpose. I'll leave you today in peace and love. Better times are coming. Your star brother, Hakann.